We humans, we crave understanding. We look up at the night sky, filled with stars, and we long to unravel its mysteries. But what about the mysteries right here on Earth? The seemingly simple facts that turn out to be far stranger than fiction. Join me now as we journey into the unexpected, the counterintuitive, the unbelievable truths that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. Fasten your seatbelts, because the truth, as they say, is often stranger than fiction and far more fascinating. From the moment we first encounter a map as children, it embeds itself in our minds as a faithful representation of our planet. But what if I told you that those familiar shapes, those seemingly accurate sizes, are a carefully constructed illusion? The Mercator projection, the map most commonly seen hanging in classrooms and on walls, is a navigational tool, not a geographical one. Created in the 16th century for seafaring, it preserves angles and directions, crucial for plotting courses across vast oceans. But this comes at a cost, a distortion of size as you move away from the equator. Greenland, for example, appears monstrous, dwarfing Africa, when in reality Africa is 14 times larger. It's a visual hierarchy that unfairly diminishes the southern hemisphere. Now let's talk about a conspiracy theory close to many hearts, the moon landing. Did we or didn't we? Well, we did. However, like many historical events, it wasn't without its staged moments. Upon their triumphant return from the lunar surface, the Apollo 11 astronauts were whisked away into quarantine. Images flashed across television screens showing Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins waving from behind a window, seemingly isolated to protect Earth from potential lunar contagions. While a sensible precaution, this quarantine was as much for show as for safety. The likelihood of encountering extraterrestrial microbes on the moon was, and still is, considered slim. This orchestrated isolation served a different purpose: to heighten the drama, to underscore the otherworldliness of their journey. Comets, those celestial wanderers, streaks of light against the dark canvas of space, evoke a sense of wonder. But what if I told you that these icy messengers carry with them a rather unpleasant calling card? As comets approach the sun, they warm up, and the ice within them sublimates, releasing a cocktail of gases and dust. Among these are molecules like hydrogen sulfide, known for its rotten egg aroma, and ammonia, which brings to mind pungent cleaning products. Combine these with traces of formaldehyde, resembling a mortuary's air, and you have a cosmic fragrance that's less than appealing. So while we may marvel at their beauty from afar, perhaps it's best to leave the sniffing to the specialized instruments of our space probes. We often think of the Earth as static, its axis fixed, its poles eternally in place. But our planet is far more dynamic than we might imagine. The Earth's magnetic field, generated deep within its core, is not a constant. It shifts, it fluctuates, and yes, it even reverses. The magnetic north and south poles, those points to which our compasses faithfully point, are not anchored to a fixed location. They wander, sometimes by as much as 50 kilometers per year. This wandering is driven by complex processes within the Earth's core, a swirling dance of molten iron generating electric currents and a constantly changing magnetic field. Laughter, they say, is the best medicine, but like any potent remedy, too much can be detrimental. While incredibly rare, there have been documented cases throughout history of people dying from laughter. One such instance dates back to ancient Greece. The philosopher Chrysippus, known for his sharp wit, is said to have died while observing a donkey attempting to eat figs. The image struck him as so utterly hilarious that he succumbed to uncontrollable laughter, eventually leading to his demise. While the exact physiological mechanisms are debated, it's believed that excessive laughter can lead to a lack of oxygen to the brain, heart failure, or even a ruptured aneurysm. Today, the chainsaw is synonymous with lumberjacks, roaring engines, and the felling of mighty trees. But its origins lie not in the forestry industry, but in a much more unexpected setting, the delivery room. In the 18th century, childbirth was a perilous affair. often complicated by difficulties during labor. One such complication, known as symphysiotomy, involved widening the pelvis to ease delivery. This gruesome procedure required cutting through cartilage and bone, a task for which surgeons developed a specialized tool, the chainsaw. Thankfully, advances in obstetrics eventually rendered this barbaric practice obsolete, and the chainsaw found a new, less macabre purpose in the world of logging. As we've journeyed through these mind-bending facts, we've only scratched the surface of the universe's capacity to surprise us. The world is full of wonders, of seemingly simple truths that, upon closer examination, reveal layers of complexity and surprise. So the next time you encounter a fact that seems too strange to be true, remember this: the universe is under no obligation to conform to our expectations. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep your mind open to the endless possibilities of our remarkable cosmos.